Since he initially appeared on the scene in 2014, Max Verstappen has been one of the most thrilling Formula One drivers. He has only raced for Scuderia, Toro, Rosso, and Red Bull Racing over that period, both of which are officially partnerships. Welcome back to our channel. Before moving on, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and turn the post notification on. Verstappen is undoubtedly one of the most thrilling racers ever to take the track, even though many ups and downs have marked his racing career. There's just no one faster when he's activated. Here are 8 things about Max Verstappen you didn't know. Without further ado, number 1, he was born in Belgium but competed in F1 with a Dutch license. On September 30th, 1997, Max-Emilian Verstappen was born in Hasselt, Belgium. He's the child of former F1 driver Jos Verstappen from the Netherlands and former kart racer Sophie Kumpen from Belgium. Verstappen grew up in pre-Belgium, much to the astonishment of many, and even traveled with a Belgian passport, according to Nieuwsblad. So why is he using a Dutch license to compete in F1? It was indirectly because of his father. Despite having spent my entire life in Belgium, I feel more Dutch. I spent more time with my father than my mom because of all the karting. In 2014, he spoke to Nieuwsblad. He declared, "I'm always with the Dutch." The Dutch Grand Prix came back to the F1 schedule in 2021, allowing Verstappen to enjoy his first home event. The Belgian Grand Prix is frequently crowded, with his admirers who travel across the border to see him race. Number 2, Max Verstappen learned the hard way from his father. Because he introduced his son to karting when he was only 4 years old, Jos Verstappen played a crucial part in his son's racing career. According to his father in an interview with Red Bull, it wasn't too nerve-wracking because when he was 2, he was racing a quad bike, so he had experience with speed and how to maneuver. Max Verstappen was already competing and winning at the age of 7. He traveled up to 100,000 kilometers yearly with his father for 10 years to keep on course. The teenage driver enjoyed what he did, but Jos had to give him some tough lessons. "I crashed and lost the championship in a 2012 World Championship race," Max claimed. "My dad was more disappointed and disturbed than I was. My dad told me I had to do it myself, so I had to pick up the go-kart from the side of the track. He refused to engage with me when I tried to talk to him about what has transpired. I persisted, and at one point while we were at a gas station, he told me to get out because he was done talking to me." In 2020, Verstappen recalled a tale from his earlier days competing in the PFI World Championship during a conversation with ex-driver David Coulthard. Max confessed, "I was driving like a potato." His father then struck him hard in the helmet. "What do you have to say? We're here, the World Championship is happening, and I believe we can win," added Jos. "We go home if you don't drive safely. I bundle up everything." Max at the time imitated his father and stated Verstappen eventually triumphed in the competition. Number 3, he became an F1 driver before he got his driver's license. Verstappen was signed by the Toro Rosso team, now known as 𝐓𝐴𝐷, in 2014 at 16, making him ineligible to drive in Belgium at the time. "I signed with Toro Rosso and got a Clio RS at home, but I still didn't possess a driving license yet, so it was just hanging around for a while." When he was 17 years old in March 2015, he made his F1 debut. He did not, however, yet possess his license. Verstappen disclosed to Red Bull that he was having issues with his driving teacher and that if necessary, he would be amenable to payment. He noted that his driving instructor had been quite severe, which was wonderful. "I was ready with caps and t-shirts if someone needed to be bought off, but he refused them." The Verstappen rule states that drivers must be 18 years old to race in Formula One. Number 4, he's one of the world's best FIFA players. In addition to being a fantastic racer, he's one of the finest FIFA players in the world. Max Verstappen enjoys playing video games. The F1 driver who used the online gaming handle 𝐷IDN007 was ranked 21st in the world in the FIFA Ultimate Team Game mode in January 2019 and 31st in the world in August 2018, per the FIFA Footwits statistics website. The Dutchman has also competed against fellow F1 driver and gamer Lando Norris, who has his Twitch channel. The Dutchman defeated Lando on all 3 of their counters. According to Red Bull Racing CEO Christian Horner, Verstappen played video games for 14 hours straight throughout the US GP weekend in 2021. He remarked, "There's probably a lot about Max that you don't know. This weekend he's probably played FIFA football for approximately 14 hours while he's been here." Verstappen has a few favorite clubs, so his passion for soccer extends beyond computer games. "I adore soccer. PSV Eindhoven is my favorite team in Holland, but let's say FC Barcelona is my favorite team internationally," he stated in a DIDN interview. Number 5, his first F1 win gave his dad a nosebleed. Only 4 races into the season, in May 2016, Verstappen received a promotion to the Red Bull squad. Being the most minor driver to win an F1 Grand Prix, the Dutchman went on to win the Spanish GP, his first race with the Austrian team. He told Red Bull, "I just started cramping with 5 laps to go, just with the thrill and the intensity. It was absurd. There was a great deal of strain. My father's nose began to bleed. I can't even start to picture what it was like to see the last laps while in the driver's room." Number 6. On vacation. Verstappen enjoys motorsport activities. Many people would assume that drivers make the most of their free time to unwind and try something new after traversing the world for most of the year to compete in Grand Prix races. Verstappen doesn't operate in that manner. He claimed in an interview with Edwin Evers that he enjoys activities with a motor even when he's on vacation. "I enjoy driving a quad or a buggy around. I generally adore taking such actions, go-karts for instance," said he. He continued, "I like to drive anything that isn't an F1 car." Verstappen said that he prefers these hobbies because they give him a sense of control. Thus, he does not find activities like skydiving to be at all appealing. Number 7. His favorite food is Italian, but he has a weakness for Dutch food. Verstappen stated that while he also has a soft spot for Dutch food in a separate interview with Edwin Evers, Italian food is his preferred cuisine. "I'll eat fries with onions, ketchup or curry sauce when I get home. Another frikandel," said he. A fried sausage is topped with ketchup, curry sauce, mayonnaise, and finely chopped onions in the cuisine known as frikandel, which originated in Belgium, the Netherlands, and northern France. Verstappen, meanwhile, isn't a very daring eater. Instead of tasting new foods, he chooses to order familiar favorites. He said, "I'll order something else if I don't like it." Number 8. He had to Google his name once to get into a circuit. It seems doubtful that someone would not know Verstappen given their current F1 World Championship rivalry. Meanwhile, Verstappen recounted how he had to Google his own name and get a photo of himself at the Singapore Grand Prix in 2018 to convince the security guard to let him through because he had forgotten his pass. "Because I didn't have my pass, I could not run on the track, so I introduced myself to the man by saying, 'I'm the driver, I want to get on the track,'" he said. Bonus, he has his own song that's recognized around the world. The Orange Army, as Verstappen supporters are known, will undoubtedly be present in singing the Supermax anthem when he competes in the Dutch, Belgian, or Austrian Grand Prix. 3 fans of the Pit Stop Boys, Marco Mars, Rob Toonen, and Jeroen Hilgenberg, wrote the song in 2016. The archetype of an F1 driver typically falls somewhere between a highly skilled athlete and a wealthy playboy. Verstappen has traits in common with these cliches, such as the playboy's numerous girlfriends and the athlete's focus and drive. He has avoided leading an excessively opulent lifestyle, unlike many other F1 drivers. Verstappen continued to reside at his parents' Belgian house until recently. He has continued to live even after relocating to Monaco, at least temporarily. Verstappen's naive ambition and stubbornness on the track have earned him the moniker reckless for better or worse. One only needs to consider Verstappen's entire 2018 season's first half to see that this assessment isn't unfair. Verstappen's race strategy has drawn criticism from drivers ranging from Hamilton to Raikkonen, who are by no means the only ones. Verstappen frequently brushes aside these accusations and accepts his tenacity as a necessary component of racing. And that's all for today. Thank you for staying till the end. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel and watch more videos from our channel.